Hello everyone. So today we will be starting off a new series. Now, before starting this off, so I want to tell you a story. So what motivated me to start this series? So what is happening for the past 6 months is something very interesting. Uh, and it has happened like more than 10 times also. So what is happening in like in some of the nights around like 2 to 3 a.m. in the night. So I have this whiteboard that you can see there. Okay, so that whiteboard is hung with a hook, and that hook is like a C-shape hook. Okay, and the whiteboard is hung like this. Okay, so it's a very tight attachment, you can think. So I don't know, for some reason, so one of the hook is getting loose and it's like falling off. Okay, so the entire whiteboard is like falling off from one side. So initially I thought like maybe the hook has gone old, and I replaced the hook again. But it has happened again also. And one night, if I say, like I was sleeping and I just like suddenly wake up. Okay, and in front of me the whiteboard just fell off. Okay, I didn't see anything. Okay, initially I had this thing like maybe a mouse is staying somewhere, or maybe a lizard, and it's like crawling over that, and somehow it is lifting it up. But it's kind of impossible for the mouse to lift up the board because it's pretty heavy. Okay, and from that night I don't have an explanation to explain why this is happening. Okay, so yeah, that's the story. And yeah, I don't know why it is happening. So but yeah, now I thought like maybe I can set up some cameras in my room, that paranormal activity kind of thing. Like you have an entity, you try to capture it. Okay, show it to public, something like that. But yeah, in order to do that, I need to set up a hub, buy some softwares, buy some CCTV cameras and all that. And it's a bit costly, and have to purchase things. So yeah, but yeah, but if you think, in our regular living, so we have phones, laptops in our houses, right? So for me, like, I have my phone, I have my uh, iPad, and the camera is inbuilt in them, right? And they also capture like good frames, like high quality frames. So if I can set up a hub on my own, some kind of a local server, and I can use the camera of these devices, then yeah, I can replace the CCTV, the actual CCTV camera requirements with these devices. So yeah, that's the project idea. So I will be setting up a hub. Okay, and I'll be building some client agents that can open up in these devices, and yeah, and somehow I can stream those video frames into my hub. Okay, now if you see most of the softwares that we have in CCTV field, so they provide a desktop application. So I have some choices, like I have like Electron. It's a popular JavaScript framework for building desktop application. Even React Native also provide that. And we have like another honorable mention will be PyQt. I don't know who is he, but yeah, PyQt and Qt C++. It's a C++ framework also. This is for Python. But yeah, I wanted to learn Wails. So Wails is a Golang based GUI framework. So I was exploring that, and it's quite simple to build desktop application using Wails. So yeah, I'm thinking of building a desktop application. Okay, which will be backed by a camera hub, and in that camera hub, my devices can connect, and they will be sharing their captures to the hub, and that hub can stream out the frames in my desktop application. So overall, this will be a CCTV kind of footage. Cool. So before moving forward, let's discuss like how it will look. Okay. So I have my Wails desktop app. Let's call it desktop app. Okay. It's built over Wails. Okay. Now the good thing about Wails is, so it uses all that template library from Golang, and you can embed your React code to a Go server, and all the Go functionality you can like embed it there. So all the Go routines that you will be writing, you can simply use them in your JavaScript code or TypeScript code, whatever you are using for Wails. So yeah, Wails is for that. Now I need to build a hub. Okay, let's call it our hub. Okay, and to this hub we need to create some clients. Okay, so the simplest way to do that, do it will be like, if you see like in Google Meet. Okay, it asks for our camera, then once we allow it, it starts to like stream out our videos to the other person, whoever we are meeting, right? So I think a browser based camera uh, allowance will be much simpler. Other things I was exploring, there is you can use Fmpeg. Okay, but yeah, to run Fmpeg in iPad and mobile, like that will be quite difficult because I have to install a terminal and somehow I have to run Fmpeg there and all that. Or maybe some softwares are available. I haven't explored that, but yeah, browser will be the simplest. So yeah, there will be some agents I can call. Okay, and these agents will be running in the browser. This agent you can think of like a simple HTML page. Okay, through this I can connect my phone. Not a good drawing. This is a good drawing. Cool. So I can call HTML page. Okay, I can open up this pages in the browser. Okay, that's a two-word connection because yeah, whatever I'm doing, it can collect that and take those data to my hub. Okay, and yeah, there goes my iPad also. And yeah, I also have my personal laptop, so that also has browser in it, right? So it can also connect there. And yeah, so all these clients can connect to my single hub. Okay, now once these are client, then I can use this connections to stream out the recordings and channelize it to my Wails frame. Okay, to my Wails desktop application. So yeah, the idea is like these will be my clients, they will be sharing their frames, and they can share it over a simple WebSocket connection. Yeah, and here also, since it will be real time, I can also put a WebSocket connection from here, and I can show these clients to here in some screens. Okay, so yeah, this is the idea for the project. Now let's do some initial setup in order to get started. So yeah, I'm in Wails, so you guys can open this, go to just Wails project, go to get started, and yeah, let's install Wails. I have already installed Wails. I'll just show you how to do it on your own. So yeah, you need to install Go, and the best way to install Go is to download Golang version manager, if I remember. GVM, yeah. You can refer to this repository, just follow through all the steps. So just like NVM or pip in Python and Node, so JVM is for Golang to manage versions. So yeah, just make sure you have GVM. Okay, so I already have GVM here, so it will open up like this. Now once you set up this, it will by default install the latest Go version that is running in the market. So yeah, so it will also install Golang for you. So if I do Golang version, Go capital V, yeah, is it not capital V? Let's check. How to check Golang version? Oh, Go version. Cool. I'm using Go 1.24.5. Cool. And if you see, like, this is my Windows environment, this is my WSN instance. Okay. So yeah, cool. So first step done. Well, I have installed Go. Okay, npm. So for npm, I already have Node installed in my system. So you can install Node from here. You can install it, or you can ask even some GPT or Gemini to give you the steps to install Node. So I hope you guys have installed Node in your system. So yeah, Node is there. Just checking npm version is there. Cool, it's there. Here. Cool. Now I won't be developing in Windows. I'll be using Linux. Okay. Now the steps should be pretty straightforward. Now this is a disclaimer that there are some packages which are not natively supported in Linux, and if those packages are not supported, you have to provide some tags here. Okay, some libwebkit. So I think it's because of the HTML rendering that the Golang is doing for you, and transporting those rendering in the GUI framework. So these libraries are necessary. So yeah, I will tell you like what this line basically means. But yeah, let's install Go Wails first, and you can use this line. I can do this. So Wails is already there. If I do Wails, I can see Wails. Okay, now here let's create a Wails project. Okay, just like you create your React project or even set up a Python. So once you do a Wails initialization, so it will give you a directory structure and few files already there. So yeah, so this thing is done. Let's create a project, and yeah, so in it I will name my project Camfeed. Okay, and I will be using React along with TypeScript. React.js. Cool. So if I see now, I have Camfeed. Let's go inside Camfeed. Let's do a code there. Cool. This is my Camfeed. Here's my terminal. And once you have initialized all the directories here, so you need to do Wails docker just to make sure like all the dependencies that Wails need are already there. So yeah, this is my system configuration. This is my Golang version. Ubuntu is my OS because I'm running WSL in there, and I'm using Ubuntu distros. Cool. Now if you see this libwebkit is not present, so you can follow these steps in order to install it. And after you have installed it, it might still say like libwebkit is not found. So in order to like skip that step, okay, so it may happen like you have already installed this package, but now this package is coming in their latest version, which is this 4.1 version. Okay, so you can stick to this version. Okay, it will work, but it's better to use always the latest stable version. So yeah, you can install this package. It's a simple sudo apt install thing. Cool. Now once you have this, so let's build it. Okay, Wails dev. If I run this, then it will open up a GUI in my thing, in my system. Now right now I'm not giving a tag here, so this should fail. Okay, you can see like webkit is required, but it's not found. Actually, because I have installed the latest version. Okay, now in order to tell Wails that I'm using latest version, so you just need to provide this tag that they have given, just tag this thing. Okay, so now if I run Wails dev uh, this thing, now it should open up a window, and yeah, this is how Wails initial app looks. Now if you are coming from a React background, you must have seen like when you run npm start, okay, you will see there's a loader of React loading in your browser and all that. So this is similar to Wails. Okay, so it's asking for my name, so I can put my name. Great and cool. So the initial setup is done. Now here we need to do a couple of things here. Okay, I'll be using Vite here, and yeah, it's already coming with Vite. Oh, cool. So it already coming with Vite, so it's a good thing. Now here I'll be creating some directories which will contain my hub code. Okay, so because Wails runs their own server for rendering, so we will be running another server, okay, that will act as my hub, which will make the WebSocket connection and deliver the frames to my Wails application. Okay, so let's create an internal directory. Yeah, internal is created, and there let's create hub.go package along with some constants. Okay, cool. So I can call package not hub. Cool, and this is also a package hub. Cool. So yeah, with this we have setup. We have our initial setup, so we'll be writing more code to do all this kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, just stay tuned to watch more videos on this. If you find this video interesting, please do like and subscribe to the channel. It will support me and make me motivated to make more videos. So yeah, just stay tuned to watch more videos.